I meditated every day for 1 hour straight for 30 days. And here's what happened. This was one of the hardest things I've done in a few years, but also one of the most rewarding things I did in all of 2021. And I learned a few life lessons that I'm going to share with you today. I wanted to do this meditation challenge because I've heard from a lot of different sources, like this Harvard article, that meditation can help you improve your mental clarity, reduce your stress, and feel happier.
You get a chance to observe the self in things that may be lying beneath the surface.
This past year during COVID, I left the startup I was at and I started my own business. At times I felt very directionless, couldn't really hear my intuition, didn't have an inner compass, and I would be hit with these waves of anxiety that were overwhelming sometimes. Then around that time, I saw Matt D'Avella's 30-day meditation challenge. It seemed like it gave him a ton of mental clarity. And so I thought to myself, what would happen if I tried it out? If I meditated every day for 1 hour straight for 30 days, what would happen to my life? I had to figure out which one was the best for me. There's so many different types of meditation. Ultimately, after trying out all these methods, I chose Anapana because out of all the meditations I know, it's the only one where I am not controlling my breath and I'm letting go. With so many distractions and complexity in my life, I really wanted to just focus. Tip number 1, for beginners, any technique is good as long as you stick with it. The important thing is to start and explore. I'd suggest an app like Headspace that can help guide you. Kind of think of it like training wheels. If you're more advanced, try out a few more meditation techniques and pick the one that you like the most to build your practice with. Okay, Google, set timer for 60 minutes. In the beginning, it was so freaking hard. The whole point is to focus, but I had just a billion different distractions.
It's 1:19 a.m. and that was so much harder than yesterday.
All I could think about was scratching my left armpit. My butt was sore. I was hearing the lawnmower outside. Internally, I was just thinking all these thoughts. I was thinking about the most random things about my day, what was stressing me out, what I was gonna eat for lunch. I was getting sleepy. There were so many things that were bothering me and distracting me, and the first 20 minutes felt like forever. I went from 1 minute to 60 minutes today, and a few times I thought about getting up. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this for 30 days. But I'm going to do my best. I'm going to freaking go for it. Ultimately, what I learned is that everything is impermanent. Emotions do not last forever. Step 1, be aware of the sensations and the distractions. For example, if you hear the lawnmower outside, focus on the lawnmower and that sensation. Like, how loud is it? How is it buzzing? Is it bassy? Is it trebly? Just go really deep into that sensation and feel it all the way. Step 2, acceptance. Accepting that this lawnmower is super loud and it's distracting you and it's bothering you, it's pissing you off. Just accept it. And the third step is impermanence. Realizing that nothing is permanent. It could go on for an hour, it can go on for a day or even a week, but eventually it'll go away. Tip number 2, emotions cannot last forever. And this is super important. This is one of the lessons that meditation can really teach you. If you're feeling super sad, stressed, anxious, meditation is a daily reminder of this impermanence. And when we know things are impermanent, it helps us to be more aware of them. It helps us to accept them, and it ultimately helps us to let them go. Halfway through, the biggest challenge for me was finding time to meditate. Meditating for 1 hour a day was super hard.
Around 5:30, I'm getting drinks with a friend, and then I'm gonna see my girlfriend. I haven't had any time at all today, back to back, to meditate for 1 hour, so it's 11:01 p.m.
All right, it is 6 a.m. I'm starting to dread doing this. I think 1 hour at a time was a terrible idea. I fell asleep at around 1 a.m. I woke up, it's 5 a.m. I'm going to do this and meditate for an hour. It was really hard to get up out of bed. I thought about just calling it a day. Man, okay, I missed one day on day 21. But no, 30-day challenge. Let's go every day. Let's go ham. Let's do this. One thing I am learning is discipline. So doing it even when you don't feel like it. Ah, that's hot. I learned a couple things from this. Finding time can be super hard, but if you make it your priority, you can make it happen. Start off small. So start in small increments that are very manageable for you, that are super easy for you to do, so that you can just keep building your practice and building a habit.
All right, it's day 27, Monday, 1:04 a.m. I am really tired. I do find that my discipline is getting better. It's spilling over from my meditation into my daily life, and I do feel like when I commit to something, I can follow through, even when it gets hard, and that's not always the case. So this is a good change.
2 more days left. It is 6 a.m. and I'm freaking... This is not good, man. My sleep schedule is getting crazy, but 30 days, let's go. This is not cool. It is 7:02 a.m. and it is light out. That was the hardest day of meditation. The results were, I didn't figure out my whole life in 30 days, but I definitely did get some more mental clarity. The biggest takeaways I got were, 1, if you want to be more disciplined, meditation is one of the best techniques to do it. Then that helped me to take more action. Then that led to me trusting myself more, respecting myself more, and then ultimately feeling more confident. The second takeaway was meditation does help you with your intuition. I had a few mini epiphanies about my life and my past where I had all these kind of like questions I never really was sure about. And after this 30 days, it was super clear to me what I should have done. 3, meditation did help me to feel less stressed because it taught me how to manage my stress and anxiety a little better. For example, if I got like a negative Slack message at work, I had been basically training every day to learn how to be aware of that feeling that message gave me, accept the feeling, learn that it's impermanent, and just let that feeling go. Overall, I would 100% recommend starting your own meditation practice if you don't have one. And if you do, to keep it up. I wouldn't start with overkill like an hour a day or every day. So you could just keep it really short, like 5 minutes a day. If this video was helpful for you and you want to see more content like this, definitely subscribe. If you have any questions about meditation or if you have learnings you want to share, definitely feel free to drop it in the comments for all of us below. And with that, happy meditating. Whoa.